G'day everyone, it's Vince back here again with another video, this time as promised highlighting another tool made by this fella, Igor. As mentioned last time, he's got a number of projects that I find quite useful. Here is his GitHub, and today we're actually going to be looking at a project called cheat.sh. So if you've ever found yourself trying to learn or recall how to use a command in terminal, you would have more than likely gone to a man page. Man pages gives us all the details of a command, what options it may have, and also likely a description of the command and what it does. As an example, we'll bring up the man page of a simple command like ls. Now there is a lot of information here about ls, which of course allows you to list the contents of the current directory. At some point, and to some people, reading through all this information would likely be useful to understanding what exactly each option is doing. However, to others, a lot of the time what you really need are just some simple, concise examples with brief explanations, so that you can quickly get back to what you're doing, rather than reading through an informative, albeit rather lengthy and sometimes cryptic man page. Now I'll just exit that and come back here. There are a few tools that I know of that can do this, such as TLDR here, which you can install into your favorite distro, and another one called EG, which again you can find out how to install into your distro. Now these are great, but what I've found more useful is cheat.sh. It leverages these other tools into a more unified experience that gives you potentially more examples so that you're more likely to find what you're looking for. In order to use cheat.sh, you firstly need curl installed. Again, if you don't have it already installed, it should be easily found in the package manager of practically all distros. If we bring up a terminal and simply type curl cheat.sh by itself, you'll see that it brings up some instructions on its usage. But frankly, it's quite simple to use. Once you know the command you want to look up, you type curl cheat.sh / followed by the command that you'd like to look up. So in our example, we use ls again. As you can see, it's given me brief explanations as well as some examples from the cheat community pages and the TLDR community pages. Once again, the astute of you will have realized that you can also bring up the relevant cheat.sh page in your web browser if that tickles your fancy. So if I open up a new tab and we type cheat.sh / ls, there you are, we've got the same thing. To make life a little easier for me, I made a function in my .bashrc file that looks a little something like this. A function is a bit like an alias in Bash, so if you're not sure what that is, I've made a video about that and I'll card it up above. But what a function does is it also allows you to pass a command line parameter to the actual shortcut that you create. So if I bring up my .bashrc file and we'll scroll down and I'll find where I put that function. Got a lot of aliases, bear with me. There it is. Now when I exit out of Bash and I simply type cheat, which was the shortcut I created, and the command that I want, ls in this situation, there you go, it's given me the same thing. If you don't know the exact command that you want, you can also do a more plain language search. So if you're after some information on bash functions, which I just showed you, we could do curl cheat.sh / bash. And if you need to have a space in your search terms, you add a plus sign. and function, if I can spell it correctly. And there it gives you some examples again. If I was to use the function that I created, I would simply just type cheat bash plus function. Now returning back to Igor's GitHub page, and if we scroll down a little bit further, we can also see that you can install the cheat.sh client, which allows for more functionality such as special shell mode with persistent queries context and readline support, queries history, clipboard integration, tab completion support for bash shells, and a stealth mode. The instructions for how to do all this are all here. Going further, there's also support for doing queries within supported code editors. Let's just find that section here. This is such that you can bring in a very specific example into your code and just fill in the blanks to your needs. Like so. Now, other than the bit of light bash scripting, I'm not really a coder, so some of this stuff is a bit over my head, but I can see how it could be super useful for those who are. There are so many powerful ways to use cheat.sh, and this video is really just an introduction, and that only scratches the surface of it. With that, it's all I've got for you today. I'm loving using and learning new things in Linux, especially the terminal, and of course sharing those with you lovely people. Thanks so very much for watching, and subscribe if you enjoy what I do. If you have any comments, questions or suggestions, leave them down below for me and I'll take a squiz at them when time permits. Bye for now.